The message came through at 8:47 p.m. at my mom's house. Need some space. I stare at my phone, unable to process the words. My thumb hovered over the keyboard, frozen. Then my gaze lifted past the phone, past the faint reflection in the dining room window, to her, Emily, my wife, right there across from me, elbows on the table, wine glass in hand, pretending to scroll. A candle flickered between us, its flame trembling like the pulse in my throat. My stomach twisted. I typed back, almost on autopilot. Weird. She's sitting across from me. Nothing. Then I saw it. The flicker of her eyes, the stiffening of her shoulders. Her phone lit up with my message. She didn't look at me, didn't even flinch. But her thumb trembled as she set it face down beside her plate. The silence stretched until it snapped. You okay? I asked, low, measured. She nodded, eyes averted. Just tired. I tried a small smile. From what? Texting your mom. Her gaze shot up. What's that supposed to mean? You tell me. I said, it wasn't always like this. We used to talk until midnight, laugh over nothing, steal kisses in grocery aisles. But lately it felt scripted. Her laughter delayed, her affection timed. I convinced myself it was stress. Her new project, my long hours, the natural drift that creeps in when two people start orbiting separate lives under one roof. But that text shattered it all. I kept my voice steady despite the tightening air. Why'd you text me that? Her brow furrowed. Text me what? At Mom's house. Need some space. I held up my phone. For a moment, blankness. Then confusion. Then fear. Then calculation. I watched it all play out across her face. Must have sent it to the wrong person, she said, forcing a laugh. To who? Rachel. I meant Rachel. Rachel doesn't live at your mom's house. Her mouth opened, closed, then open again. I was just venting. You've been tense. I needed a break from everything. The word hung there, sharp, clinical. I leaned back, observing her exaggerated movements, the clink of the glass, the flick of her hair, her refusal to meet my eyes. Then her phone buzzed again, vibrating against the table. She flinched instinctively. Before she could reach it, I did. A message preview flashed. No worries, babe. He'll believe it. Be careful. Red heart. Blood drained from my face. My hands went icy. She froze. I said nothing. The silence said everything. Give it back, she whispered. Who's he? My voice trembled. Her lip quivered, but she stayed silent. Who's he, Emily? I repeated, louder, the words cutting across the room. Her eyes filled, but not with remorse. Fear, not of losing me, but of losing the narrative she'd built. Finally, barely audible, she said it. Ethan. My mind stalled. Ethan, my brother. She nodded once, almost imperceptibly. Something inside me shattered. A sound escaped, half laugh, half groan. The room spun. I don't remember standing, only the chair tipping, the sting of my palms on the table. How long? I demanded. She didn't answer. How long, Emily? Her eyes darted everywhere, but mine. It wasn't supposed to happen. He was just someone who listened. Someone who listened? I spat. He's my brother. Her shoulders slumped. Tears poured. You don't understand. You've been distant. You barely look at me. Ethan made me feel alive again. Her voice cracked, but it didn't move me. It only deepened the ache because, buried in that mess of excuses, lay a truth I couldn't deny. I had been distant. I had allowed silence to grow between us. Was it here? I asked. In this house. She stayed silent. That silence told me everything I didn't want to know. Later that night, I sat alone on the porch, staring at the faint glow of her taillights as she drove away. The air smelled of rain and damp earth. Her presence lingered in the house. Her perfume on the curtains, her laughter echoing faintly. My phone buzzed again. Another message. From Ethan. I didn't mean for it to go this far. She said, you two were done. I laughed. Hollow. Empty. We were done now. But what haunted me wasn't the betrayal. It was how easily I'd accepted the distance between us as normal, how I mistook silence for peace, how I failed to see the storm brewing inside my own home. A week later, I visited my mother. She greeted me warmly, oblivious to the crater my life had become. On her mantel was a framed photo from last Christmas. Emily, Ethan, and me, arms around each other, wide smiles. I stared at it for a long time. Maybe space is what she needed. My mother said softly. I smiled faintly. Yeah, space and someone waiting in it. That night, I deleted Emily's number, then Ethan's, but I didn't block them. I wanted the messages to keep coming. The apologies, the excuses, the desperate attempts to rewrite what had already burned. Sometimes, the only way to truly let go is to watch the truth unravel until nothing remains. I set my phone down. A new message appeared. Unknown number. I know you saw them. Meet me tomorrow. There's more you don't know. I stared, pulse racing. Maybe the story wasn't finished. Maybe betrayal ran deeper than I could have ever imagined.